Black. So you all.
All right. I guess the intro wanted to lag or whatever. Welcome everybody, friends and pals, guys and gals, boys and girls around the world. Pop a squat. Pop open a cold one with all of your friends. It is Wednesday night, only a couple of hairs past 10 p.m., and you have been granted access to the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock. So, whether you're a friend or you're a fiend, boy, girl, or in between, you are tuned in to a brand new episode of The Black Files.
Excellent. Happy to be here, Juancho, on Wednesday, January 8th. And we're right now in the middle of a cold snap down south. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure folks outside of Florida are getting it much worse or better, depending on what your opinion is on the winter.
No, I can confirm. One of my coworkers who lives all the way up north, it was like 12 degrees.
Where do you have any coworkers working in California?
No, but I know people who live there. Yeah.
You're gonna want to check on them and see that if they're okay.
Oh, yeah, no, some of them have already marked themselves safe. Yep.
Oh, they did? Okay, that's a relief.
Yes, which is fantastic. So they're good. They're good.
Yeah, we're just talking about cold weather, dude.
Yeah, no, not the horrible eldritch wildfires of doom that are playing all over.
Because global warming exists.
Yeah, no, right.
Yes.
Seriously. But for K-Storm, you all right?
Oh, yeah. I came out to give a quick hello to everyone. Listen to these guys. They know what they're talking about. And laugh at Hulk Hogan. Ha, ha, ha.
We'll get to Hulk Hogan soon over here. We're just now getting started. Welcome, everybody, to the Black Files. I'm your host, Juan Arouse, one of the heads of Ravens Flock, the tech guru of the team. I'm the guy who will walk around a convention floor with my brand new and improved coffee mug shaped like one of our camera lenses. Why? Because K-Storm got it for me for Christmas. It's a little smaller than I would like. I would like it to hold at least 12 ounces, but it only does like 10 fluid ounces. But you know what? Nobody's perfect. I know that wasn't K-Storm's intention. She's not the one who designed the thing. By the way, thank you, honey. Love you. I may be carrying caffeine in here. I may be carrying Gatorade. I may also not be carrying other things. But all you better know is that if I'm drinking from a camera lens, that means I'm in business. And you better believe it. And thankfully tonight I am not alone. Joining me tonight are the usual suspects over here. First off, let's go ahead and say hello to the lovely Starlight Rose of our team, the cosplay duo of the Ravens Flock. Give it up for Zayana Rose and Dragon Fang Cosplay.
No, it's cold out, but you know what? Apparently tonight it's supposed to be 30 degrees. So if it rains, does that mean we could potentially see snow? Hopefully, please.
If only.
Even a light dusting, I would be fine with that. Okay.
It would be
nice. Is Florida. It never snows. Sorry. The last time it snowed was 1977.
I think you're right. Oh my God. Oh God, that's just rancid.
I think it's January of 1977. Yeah.
Holy crap! I think you're right about that. But here's hoping that it goes to that it comes to snow, because if we're all just gonna be cold and miserable just for the sake of cold and misery, then I don't want it. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's worth it if you get a bit of snow, and we're not talking about the crazy thing of pile it up high and everything. No. A light dusting is fine, because then we can go out there, run around in the snow and be like, "Yay!"
Make it a late
I will
Christmas
freeze
miracle.
my butt off for this.
Make it a late Christmas miracle for us. Something, any fucking thing.
Right? If you can't give us a white Christmas, then you know what?
At Advent Health Brain and Spine Institute, we care for the
Hang on. I just had a freaking neurological conditions. No, stop it. Sorry about that. I got an ad that popped up while you were talking, and that was very rude of the ad.
Very rude.
Very, very
So
rude.
rude.
It's all right. Let's just keep going.
Yep, thank you, Jose. And of course, folks, let's not forget the main man himself, the founder of the Ravens Flock, the executive producer and content manager of our channel, the host of Wrestle Rewind, live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and the host of the Ravens Flock, live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And folks, ladies and gentlemen, everybody in between, let's give it up for Mr. Jose Casa Bona!
Thank you very much for that warm introduction, Juan. Happy to be here with all my friends and happy to be here with all our viewers watching at home. And I'm just right now in my room cozying up with the heater in full blast because, man, it is frigid.
No kidding. It has been a little too nippy for most of us' own good. But while we go ahead and get the rest of the show going, do us a favor and take care of the usual housekeeping, if you'd be so kind.
Not a problem, folks. Like all our other shows, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable notifications. Leave your questions and comments below, and we'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the Ravens Flock, then you can become an inner flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that comes with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we've got plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges, custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're here to help rescue the Ravens Flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism to become full-time streamers. Since 2013, we've been working hard, staying strong, making your voice our mission. The only thing that we have to deal with and contend with nowadays is the fact that we have to keep working regular-ass 9-to-5 jobs just to live. Not even live, just to subsist and exist in this hellscape of a society that we all apparently live in. But there is hope. There is a way to actually be able to provide you the high-quality content that the Ravens Flock is capable of producing, and a way to help us not lose our freaking marbles anymore. All that requires is what you guys have been doing this whole time. Continuing to provide us your support by spreading the word of the Ravens Flock, letting everyone know that they should subscribe to us, letting everyone know they should follow us on social media, and make sure that and encourage them to become inner flockers. The more subscribers we get, the more inner flockers we get out of that, and before you know it, we'll be fully funded by you folks. We'll be able to actually make a living properly, and we'll actually be able to make this channel the success that we know it can be, and elevate it to new heights that we know that it's capable of. With your help, we can and will succeed. You'll also get access to members first and members only content, a special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you get access to all of us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite motley crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Up in the chat, we've got I'm Just Daniel. Up, welcome to the Black Files. I'm Just Daniel, happy to have you. Sarah Serenity Magical Cosplay is joining us in the chat. Sarah Serenity, thank you for joining us here. Lisa Boo is here. Physetter Macrocephalus is in the chat. The sperm whale himself. I also heard a random rumor that the Palisades fire was caused by a burning car falling into a ravine.
What?
That's what Physetter is saying over here. Yes, most fires are started by people either through carelessness or arson. The brush around LA has not been being maintained either, which is a recipe for disaster. Yeah, no, I totally get that here. And Jeannie Rick is in the chat too. Hey up, Jeannie Rick. Welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate you all being here. And yeah, just to oh snap. Oh hey, we got we spake his name and he appears. Jose, we believe in Angel Mendez.
Go!
Okay, what was that, Angel? You sounded like you were fighting getting
muffled.
your head out of a duffel bag.
There we go.
Testing, 1,
There
2,
we
3.
go.
You're
Testing,
good, you're
testing.
good, you're good.
There we go.
There
Do you believe in me? Can
Yes.
you believe in me?
Yes.
Now
Good,
we-
because I don't believe in this traffic. Holy shit, how many cars stopped? I saw more police cruisers on the road today on the way back from work that I've seen in the last 3 weeks. It's crazy. It's like everybody just lost their senses.
it's maddening, and I'm really sorry that you're dealing with that, Angel. I'm glad that you're home safe. Real quick, before I continue, I want to give a shout out to Senator Serenity, who just went ahead and dropped a $2 super chat.
Thank you so much.
Over here, she's saying,
highly appreciated.
She says, "You better give me hugs at MegaCon," assuming that I even step foot near Orlando by then. Fantastic. I'll give you all the hugs you want. I'll give hugs for days. You know I'm a hugger.
Will be hugs all day. Hugs fully consented, highly professional, over-the-counter, covered by your insurance hugs. No deductible, no co-payments, no frill, all balls.
Wow.
You know what?
Wow.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Ah, fuck. Do pardon the lateness. I've been busy with work a little more than usual. And I think I slept wrong because my entire shoulder blade feels like somebody's trying to shove a chisel inside of it.
Hey, dude, you're fine,
Ooh.
man. Just
You
as
need
long
a
as you don't
soccer bed.
skip eating.
Oh, I will never skip eating. I already had enough obligatory hunger for the rest of my life. Thank you. I'm good.
It's true. Angel has suffered that particular madness enough for his lifetime. Let me take a look over here. But thankfully, Angel, after a long day of work, I know that you're going to be either collapsing into bed the moment we're done with the show, or you're going to submit to your habits and stay online and game online for a few more hours. Whichever way you go.
I think it's game.
Whichever way you go, I promise you, I will not be judging, but I will just be making sure that, that you've got at least enough energy to be able to run through.
Did you just say energy?
Why, yes, I did. Which is why we here at the Ravens Flock are proud to continue being partnered up with our friends over at Glitch Energy. Glitch Energy specially formulated smart energy blend keep you running strong all day long with 0 sugar, 0 carbs, 0 calories, 0 lag, and 0 crash. And if you were to head to glitchenergy.com and you were to take a look at their catalog of products, you see that they have a wide range of different flavors available for you to choose from. Isn't that right, folks? Isn't that right, folks and ladies and A's?
It's so good.
It is good.
It's so good.
It is
So
really good.
delicious.
Unanimously, we all enjoy it. And yeah, no, the glitchenergy.com, they have all different options for different flavors to choose from. And be sure to keep your eyes open because you never know when a new flavor will drop.
Well, for example, over here, I've got one. Why is the window? There we go. We've got one flavor that we've been touting as something very promising for us over here. Why is this over here? Why is this maddeningly blur? There, stop it. Okay. Oh, I see what's up. There we go. There we go. Much better. Okay, go to the site. Go and show the things. You know, for the longest time, ever since I saw that they'd had them up on the website, I've been letting you guys know that there is a. Whoa, they're really trying to get rid of these things. Okay, there is a limited edition flavor that they made exclusively for Holiday Matsuri, which unfortunately we managed to miss. And it's called Holly's Jolly Jolt, and it's a really delicious cranberry lemonade flavor. And just to let you guys know exactly how big of a deal it is that Glitch is trying to get to offload the last ones, they slashed the price in half. So instead of paying $32.95, if you get your hands on one of them right now, it's only $16.47. There's literally only 7 in stock right now as of tonight's live stream. So if you want to get a hold of it right now, this is your chance. And
I'll buy that for $1.
Well, actually, it's like $16, Angel. But if you use our promo code FlockFuel, then you can actually knock it down quite a bit, Angel. You can knock it down by a 20% discount, if I'm not mistaken, right, guys?
Nice.
That's right, a 20% discount off your order, and you'll be able to get your hands on your own smart energy blend because you deserve it for your body, and it is a great gift for your nutrition to kick off 2025. So don't delay. Go to glitchenergy.com, use our promo code FlockFuel, get your 20% discount, and get your Glitch smart energy now.
I'm sorry. What's this? What's this? Is something
What's
in
this?
my hand? What's this? A promo tub has landed. I can't improv the fucking. I managed to get a hold of the Holly Jolly.
We don't have enough energy to make up a rhyme. Think of one of your own,
I
chat.
think of a rhyme. I was literally improving, but I wasn't improv flexing over here, but that wasn't the only exclusive flavor that they've got right now. They also managed to come up with this new one called the Glitch Fam flavor, which is dedicated to every affiliate and partner of Glitch Energy, every streamer, every podcaster, every gamer, every YouTuber, Kick streamer, Twitch streamer. Hell, if you stream on what's that one that died? Oh yeah, Rumble.
You're gonna have to be more specific, sir.
Oh wait, no, Rumble's being kept alive by blood money. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, and oh, would you look at that? We got a hold of the Glitch Fam tub too, motherfuckers!
That's right, baby. We spend our money wisely. We rob from the right hobos. We sell the right organs. Because at the end of the day, no matter.
Where's the face? Where's the face of you guys?
Us, of the Ravens flock?
One in the corner, right side under the logo, I think.
Show the people. Show the people.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
And remember, if we don't like it, we don't sell it to you. We're not just putting this here in the form of a blatant advertisement for the product, which it is, but mostly because we tried Glitch Energy. We enjoy Glitch Energy, and we want you to enjoy it as well. We are not responsible for any horrible side effects.
Okay, you see right where my finger's at. You see the little photo of Jose, me, and Angel right here on the tub.
Yay!
On there.
Yay!
That's right. Holy crap! That makes the Glitch Energy product even more valuable. If you purchase it right now, you'll get to own us at the comfort of your own home.
Well, they do say that a dead artist is way more famous. Where did I put those cyanide pills?
Angel, we're not going through with your suicide pact that you came up with while you were high off of an entire bag of weed gummies.
Juan, please, let's not turn this pact into a mass murder. You know how this was.
Oh my lord, Angel. Folks, you can ignore Angel's psychotic rambling there, except for the fact that if we don't like it, we don't buy it, and we wouldn't sell it, and we wouldn't recommend it, and we do love these, and I can't wait to share it with the rest of the flock. So, like Jose said, don't delay. Go to glitchenergy.com, use our promo code FlockFuel, and get 20% off of your order today. We want to thank Glitch Energy once again for partnering with the Ravens flock. You guys are the best. Holy shit. So, let me see here. Before I go on, I also see the Joseph Santos and Ulysses Fartknocker made their way into the chat. Welcome to the Black Files, guys. We appreciate you being over here. The Joseph Santos says, I switched to Glitch and now I'm buying bigger pants. And not because I'm gaining weight. Zip.
That's right. His ass is massive.
Zip.
Oh my god.
He's attracting so many women. You ever seen those mandrill monkeys that when they're in heat, their ass just becomes big and red and bulging out to attract mates?
Also,
it's like that.
Why it's big and red.
Yes.
Oh my god. Good
Don't you, oh my god, me? It's nature, and nature is beautiful.
Listen, I'll take the peacock spreading their tail feathers. Go, look at me, I'm so pretty.
Well, speaking of nature, as earlier pointed out on this program, things are looking a little way too hot over in California. Now on a serious note, we do want to send our best wishes and keep the people in our thoughts, and we hope that the people involved are safe. You know,
everyone in the Palisades, everyone in LA, that would be wild, and I can only hope that everyone in Los Angeles, in Hollywood, in the Palisades area, that they get through this safely and that no one dies. And yeah,
you want to know
what's up?
Oh, sorry. You want to know, so when we had the hurricanes over here, you know how much damage it caused, right?
Right.
Well, I had looked up and, how do you say it?
Palisades.
Palisades? Yeah.
Palisades.
The average home over there is worth $4.5 million. Think of how much damage they're going to have. All those people losing that many houses. It's insane. I actually heard that some people, they barely even had any time to grab their pets and their family and literally move. One person who I knew who was had to evacuate from his home, he actually said that when they were leaving, there was fire on both sides of the road.
Damn.
It came up that quick.
Yeah, it's California is known for having fires that explode wildly due to the combination of the weather and the specific combination of the woods. But sometimes the right combination of weather, dry wood, and government incompetence come together to create massive disasters. And with a little bit of wind, those fires can spread with a ridiculous speed. People genuinely don't understand. There's a reason firemen tend to start fires to put out other fires, because the alternative is the entire forest explodes.
Yep.
Precisely.
Yep.
And while we can't necessarily control the forces of nature when it comes to these disasters, and again, we do hope that the people over in California will be safe. Let's just say there's more than one California fire that's burning right now in the entertainment world.
That's right, Jose. And tonight we're actually discuss something that happened this past Monday night. On Monday, January 6th, at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, Los Angeles.
Have you ever heard the phrase "too old for this shit"? Notoriously coined by that one cool black dude in Lethal Weapon, it has become a synonymous with both a compliment and a complaint for things that you are simply too old to do, and when it's time to pack up your bags and retire. A wise man will know when he is too old for this shit. Don't you agree?
Angel, I see your question, and I'll raise you a different question. Have you ever heard the phrase "read the room"?
No, I can't read.
Well, you're going to be reading this over here. First off, I want to go ahead and set the stage for everyone here tonight. On Monday night, the WWE, the premier professional wrestling juggernaut company, with a rich 60 or 65-year history of professional wrestling, made its debut on Netflix with their flagship show Monday Night Raw. And in order to celebrate it, they basically treated this particular edition of Monday Night Raw, instead of it being like their usual episodes, they treated it more like a big spectacular, kind of like a pay-per-view event. They treated it with there were fewer matches in there, but each one of the matches had bigger stakes, and they had big names all across the show for the night.
Very big steaks, tasty steaks, juicy steaks, massive steaks, 5A grade steaks, marbled steaks.
How do you like your Angel? Do you like your steaks raw?
Medium rare is better, actually.
Well, too bad. You're going Monday Night Raw.
Damn it! Well, I guess I'm fighting those rabies myself. Give me that meat. Wait.
It ain't rabies. It's E. coli. Get it right.
I will turn the rabies into E. coli.
Rabies is what happens if a rabid dog or a foamy squirrel bites you in the arm.
No, I thought if a foamy squirrel bit me in the arm, I would go into ridiculous rants on YouTube.
I mean,
you don't want Angel to do that.
I mean, you already do that now. I mean, look what we're up to over here. Did you I hear that, Ulysses Fartknocker. I'll get to that in a second over here. I promise.
There were four matches on Monday Night Raw. Each match was pretty fucking solid. CM Punk defeated Seth Rollins in the main event, and we also had some surprising, really big superstars to come out and speak their piece. The Rock opened up with his promo segment, and then we had another promo segment with John Cena. Although I don't know how people are able to see an invisible guy in the middle of the ring.
I don't know.
It's okay.
A microphone floating in the air, and they're wondering who's talking, but that's okay. They use
the lasers and the smoke to reflect off his outline, so you could just see him there.
You see a silhouette, but you cannot see him. You also had Roman Reigns taking on Solo Sikoa, and once and for all in a tribal combat match, in order for them to determine who is once and for all officially the tribal chief of the bloodline, in which Roman Reigns defeated Solo one-on-one and has been rightfully recrowned as the tribal chief.
Everything else was pretty good.
Hang on, don't just everything else sit over here.
All right, fine.
Yeah, and then a bunch of stuff happened. Some people died.
Okay. Rhea Ripley defeated Liv Morgan to win back her women's world championship, and she also got to ride off with The Undertaker coming in with full motorcycle.
Congratulations. Right. Wait, he brought back the bike after all these years?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he brought back...
I wish he didn't bring back the Kid Rock music.
But
you know what?
Take the good with the bad.
You are sometimes you're born to ride, and you can't tell the guy on the bike what music he can play.
Except, of course, when it's exactly his choice of music. But dig it over here. Literally, what do you call it? Why is the screen share? Like, there's a screen share. Okay, so, yeah, you guys can see it over here at the end of the match between Roman and Solo. Roman Reigns now has the red Olafala, which is the traditional Samoan chieftain necklace that Samoan chiefs would wear. Like Jose mentioned earlier, John Cena showed up, and he's saying that he's going to enter the 2025 Royal Rumble match to see if he can get himself one more chance to become a world champion again.
Good for him.
And there was.
I have a question, actually.
Yes.
I apologize because I was unable to watch the show because I was busy doing live. Since this was on Netflix,
Yes.
The last time they did anything on Netflix, it did not go very well because of the sheer amount of people that tune in. Were there any outstanding technical issues, breaks in the recording, or issues with the streaming so far as we know?
No.
None. It was flawless.
Holy shit, they fixed it.
Yes, they fixed it.
All right, props where props are due.
And see,
But yeah, Rhea Ripley. Yep, Rhea Ripley defeated Liv Morgan to win back the Women's World Title, and she shared a moment with The Undertaker. Main event: Jey Uso took on Drew McIntyre and outsmarted him in front of everybody, in front of the LA crowd.
Man, McIntyre cannot catch a fucking break.
Oh no, Drew McIntyre was he brought it on himself this time.
Again?
Yes, actually, yes, again, because rather than fucking pinning Jey Uso and actually taking him on, he milked it. Like the arrogant little fool he is. He'll blame everyone but himself. And there was Jey Uso over here. Apparently, he showed up, and he was walked to the ring by musician Travis Scott. Who's like literally, he's got a can of beer in his hand, and you can't see it in his other hand, the one that's up. He's got a blunt in his hand. He was just puffing in front of the whole fucking world and God and everybody. Just like, so who's gonna stop me? Fuck
2
y'all.
steps away from just whipping out his dick and slapping everybody within range.
And
of course, as I mentioned, the main event: CM Punk in a spectacular match defeated Seth freaking Rollins and was able to put the rivalry behind him. But let's be honest, Juan. With all the matches and all the Hall of Famers and big time wrestlers showing up, there is one thing that people were talking about that people will not shut up about.
There's always a moment, you know?
Juan, tell them. Just fucking tell them.
Why tell when I can show? Folks, it wouldn't be a history-making moment in the world of professional wrestling without Hall of Famer and wrestling icon Hulk Hogan sticking himself in it where he had absolutely no business being in this to begin with.
So what I mentioned earlier about being too old for this shit. See, John Cena, let me do a little research real quick. John Cena is 47 years old. He is not too old for this shit. CM Punk is 46 years old. And surprisingly, no, still not too old for this shit. The Undertaker is 59 years old, and he decided that he was too old for this shit. You know why? Because The Undertaker is a wise man. Unfortunately, there's not about to be much wisdom in the next 5 minutes, is there?
I'm afraid not. I am so sorry. There is no wisdom involved in any of this at all. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all exactly what the nitty gritty was about. Why is it showing this freaking thing over here? Okay, so yeah. All right. So just so you guys can set the stage, like we mentioned earlier, Hulk Hogan had a segment on Monday Night Raw where he showed up with his old-time manager and Carney Barker, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, waving the big red, white, and blue, the old Glory herself, behind him, while Hulk Hogan was wearing...
Carney Barker, that's a good one. I was going to go for friend along for the ride.
No, it's more like friend along for an easy paycheck. I mean, seriously, Jimmy Hart knows better than to put socks on and shoes on for anyone if he ain't getting paid for it. But yeah, there he is with flipping the red with the American flag, and Hulk Hogan is rocking a T-shirt promoting his brand new beer called Real American Beer. Yeah. More on that in a little bit. Let me go ahead and get y'all going over here just to understand this. First off, I'm going to show you all this little article from. Also, by the way, we've got someone here from. We got Robert, the True Crime Podcast, on the Black Files. Welcome to the Black Files,
Hello.
Robert. We appreciate you being here. Anti-villain Drew McIntyre. You're right, Mr. Quake. By the way, A up, Mr. Quake. Welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate it. Dominic gets beat up. What else is new? What else is Dominic getting beat up? Like, Dominic Mysterio can eat a dick.
The only Mysterio is how is he still alive?
Yeah, no, Dominic Mysterio is like I every day I draw breath is a miracle. It literally he tried to stick himself in at the end of the match between Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Afterwards, while Rhea was celebrating, he was trying to hey, can we get back together, baby? Like arms out and everything. She's like, oh, you want it back together? Really, you want it? Like yeah, come on, babe. She sent him straight to Dick Kick City, one way, no return trip.
His balls will never financially recover from this.
Never, ever. And also, Ben Cruz is in the chat. Hey up, Ben Cruz.
Hello,
Black Files, buddy. We appreciate you here. So yeah, get a load of this. This is probably one of the simplest ways of explaining
what happened.
Yeah, on this MSNBC article. This excerpt from the Readout blog, from the Readout with Joy Reid. The headline on this one reads, Hulk Hogan's cameo at WWE Raw's Netflix debut did not get a warm reception. It was written yesterday, January 7th, by Jahan Jones. Okay, it's John. Or is it Jathan? Is like J-A' Han, like Han Solo.
Jahan?
Jahan.
Jahan?
Yes, that's this guy's name. Don't believe me?
It's like a laughing Spanish. Jahan?
You're like, yeah, actually, yes. Look, take a look. See for yourself.
Huh.
Jahan Jones.
Well,
okay.
Well, okay then. There we go.
Right.
That motherfucker came out of the Marvel comics.
Yeah,
all right. Let's keep going.
I'm not gonna knock on anybody with my last name being aroused, so I'm not gonna fucking deal with that. Okay.
I am.
Fuck you, Angel.
Angel.
No, that's gonna sound a little wrong. No, Angel.
Angel bad. Go back in your corner.
I know you knew that. That's why you're laughing.
I'm pulling out a second Dunes hat I'm going to the third corner of the wall, the one that doesn't exist.
Go ahead and continue with the article, please.
By all means. Professional wrestler Hulk Hogan was mercilessly booed during the World Wrestling Entertainment's inaugural episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. Monday's Netflix debut was billed as historic for the WWE, which has ridden a wave of renewed hype about professional wrestling to a popularity arguably unseen since the Attitude Era of the 1990s. All kinds of stars, from The Rock to John Cena, showed up to get in on the action, and that included Hogan, who can credibly claim to be the company's biggest star ever. But Hogan received a rude reception as he tried to deliver a promo hyping Netflix and hawking his new brand of beer. And in the video, he almost seemed taken aback by the reaction. This is a funny thing because someone, as you guys can see, the Public Enemies podcast went ahead and shared this clip, which, for the record, the clip can't be seen. Like, there's no mention of Hulk Hogan in the actual WWE recap. There's no mention of him in there. Literally, I've got the actual page from the WWE website. There's no mention of him in the website at all.
They pulled it. They fucking pulled it.
Okay.
Jarvis, delete that.
They literally show, Triple H kicks off Monday Night Raw. The Rock makes an electrifying appearance. The Rock acknowledges Cody Rhodes and sets stage for Tribal Combat. Roman Reigns defeats Solo Sikoa. John Cena declares he'll be in the Royal Rumble. Rhea Ripley defeats Liv Morgan. There's The Undertaker. Jey Uso defeats Drew McIntyre. And the CM Punk defeats Seth Rollins. But there's no freaking mention of Hulk fucking Hogan. You see the little feature videos over here that they have at the top of the website. You have little moments over here. There's freaking Randy Orton having, or is that Cody? No, that's Randy, right, Jose? Hitting
where?
Hitting Kevin Owens up here with an RKO.
No. That's not it. No.
No,
Bro,
or is that
I just realized this means that this went so badly that entire segment can qualify to go in a Botchamania episode. Think about that.
Oh,
no, you bet your ass it will. But that being said, like the Hulk Hogan segment was before the main event.
I know, and you'd think that they'd go bananas over that. And that was actually the smartest place where you would want to have any sort of Hulk Hogan involvement. But no, there's not a peep of them. They even have a little segment over here where, since this was in LA, they had lots of different celebrities and fans who were at ringside, including other wrestlers from NXT and SmackDown. They had Danielle Fishel and Will Friedle, Topanga and Eric Matthews from Boy Meets World, and they shat on the New Day for being assholes on there. They snubbed him.
If fucking Batman Beyond tells me they suck, I gotta believe him.
Exactly.
You know who else was there? You know who else was there on Monday Night Raw that got a bigger reaction than Hulk Hogan?
Who?
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah. No, literally, all it was Macaulay Culkin. He was sitting at ringside, and they were moving over. Who was next to him that they moved from? It was
I forgot, but Macaulay Culkin, dude, the kid from the Home Alone movies.
He had his head down, and he had a baseball cap on, and when the camera moved over to him, he moved he tilted his head up, peeked the brim of his cap on, and just went straight to the camera, and everyone just lost their fucking minds.
Oh, God.
Son of a bitch who hasn't been in a movie in who knows how long got a bigger reaction.
He doesn't.
No, I'm not finished. He hasn't got a bigger reaction than Hulk Hogan. Think about that.
No, not a bigger one. A more positive reaction to
Exactly. You can have a big reaction in it being a fucking train wreck over here. Speaking of which, let's get back to the what do you call it article. I wish I could play the video for it. You know what? Maybe it'll let me play it because it's on Twitter.
Nope, because WWE will flag you.
Oh yeah, no, don't do it. WWE is a lot more strict.
Don't do it, Juan.
True.
If they catch a whiff of licensed music in the area, we're going to hell.
Yeah,
but yes, as soon as Hulk Hogan made his way down to the ramp and the music went off, like the fans booed vociferously towards Hulk Hogan.
It was a train wreck. I'm just scrubbing through the video here, and you see. You saw, what do you call it, Jimmy Hart waving the flag. Hulk Hogan has a microphone in hand. Usually, people would be freaking cheering their dicks off, but no, he was over here getting booed like nobody's business. He went, "Let me tell you something, brother!" And they still...
And turns out, nobody wanted to hear what he had to say.
Not a damn thing. They didn't even want to see him in his beer shirt. Getting back in...
My man is 71 years old, bro. Put on a proper shirt. Like, listen... There is a point in a wrestler's life where they gotta consider, do I look buff enough to pull this look? And the answer is always gonna be at some point, no. There is a reason Batista is wearing suits right now. There is a reason The Undertaker is wearing jackets right now. Because they know they reached a point in their lives and they are no longer in their physical prime. And hey man, that's okay. Everybody ages, you gotta at least try to age gracefully. But if you try to run in here with your flabby arms filled with cellulitis and a tank top looking like you're running into the gym to hunt down 60-year-old cougars, you're not going to get a very positive reception, even if your career isn't filled to the brim with controversy.
No,
precisely. And speaking of controversy, like we now have to dig into the next question of this, and the question is why? Why did the LA crowd boo Hulk Hogan like royally?
I'll give it to you guys pretty straightforward over here. I'm going to show you exactly what what Jahan Jones wrote out as his theory for it all. So I'll get back to the NBC article over here. Let's see. While no one can know for certain why any individual fan was booing, some social media users suggest the boos were related to the fact that Hogan, whose real name is Terry Bollea, frequently used his wrestling persona to promote Donald Trump's presidential campaign last year. Beforehand, Hogan donned a MAGA shirt for a promotional video for Monday's show, so it's certainly possible that some in the crowd at the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California, rained boos on him for political reasons. And this is one reason why I call bullshit on that, and this guy actually hit it right on the head. But other Trump-friendly stars at the event, like The Undertaker and WWE's head of creative Triple H, Paul Levesque, didn't receive the same reaction that Hogan did. So
yeah, that makes sense, because when you think about it, there's a big crowd. There's gotta be plenty of people who are both pro and anti-Trump there. But the reaction he received was universally negative. Like, nobody wanted to see his ass.
like so for anybody, for the idiot Charlie Kirks and the Tim Pools and those grifting moron losers who want to try to say like, oh, this is a travesty, this is an insult to the culture of America.
Stop politics!
Like, how dare they? They're woking up our wrestling by booing Hulk Hogan. He's a great
Well, we
American.
can't watch wrestling anymore, Juan. I guess it's gone woke now.
Oh dear me,
God.
no, it's too woke. No. How dare they boo Hulk
Fuck,
Hogan?
I can't laugh too hard on my shoulder.
Can suck my dick.
Too old for this shit.
They can suck on my shriveled fucking too cold for Florida, not cold enough for snow to make it worthwhile dick. Because if it was a MAGA thing, if it was a political thing, then Triple H, who started the show, and The Undertaker, who made a surprise appearance to congratulate Rhea Ripley, those two motherfuckers who are also supporters of Donald Trump for obviously like either financial or ideological reasons, pick your poison on there, they would have gotten booed out of the fucking building too.
Especially when you consider that those two are both way more famous and their careers, while they are technically over, are still, what's the word, more fresh in people's minds per se?
You also have to take into account that The Undertaker, who the real name is Mark Calloway, he hosted his own podcast, and he was vocal about his support for Donald Trump.
Yeah, so you got people who are way more open about this than he is, and he's getting way more shit. Which once again brings the question, what awakened this bizarre wave of negativity and anger towards the former Hulkster?
Well, in order to understand that, we would need to backtrack and list off a lot of really bad controversies that Hulk Hogan has had his fingerprints all over.
It all began with the child trafficking.
No,
Nothing
Angel,
really
you're
that
thinking.
bad.
No, Angel, you're thinking about Vince McMahon covering up the allegations of sexually mistreating.
Oh yeah, no, never mind. That's a completely
with a
different.
referee.
That is a completely different, wrinkly, evil, blonde son of a bitch.
Oh, he ain't
No,
blonde.
No,
Not
but
anymore.
Hulk Hogan was involved in one of the early scandals that Hulk Hogan was involved in the late '80s/early '90s was the steroid scandal, where the fans were
That's
outraged
right.
that Hulk Hogan's 24-inch pythons were pumped up by chemical agents.
I can't believe that man was went in there and just was putting liquid mescaline in his balls. He wasn't even for self-defense.
Actually, it wasn't liquid mescaline. It was literally just testosterone. It's a miracle that he was able to procreate at all. Like
Actually, yeah, considering what that stuff does to your dick, it's terrifying.
Like literally,
Also,
what's his face? Nick Hogan and Brooke Hogan, his two kids. He should be thanking his lucky stars he managed to pump out two, because God Almighty, was not getting any more out of that. And unfortunately, depending on how you look at things, at least Brooke Hogan managed to make out with a little bit of a better life out of herself, getting away from her family's bullshit. Nick Hogan's got to live the rest of his life being basically banned from driving ever.
Ouch.
Ever? Jose, you want to field that one?
yeah. Well, I was gonna briefly timeline and start from the steroids, and then we're eventually gonna get to the family one. Jeez.
Fine.
Yeah,
okay,
no.
Get with your timeline.
No. The steroid scandal was a big one, and it almost destroyed WWE, because it not only gained scrutiny from us, the fans, but it also gained scrutiny from certain government agencies.
Hello, my name is the government. Are you doing illegal drugs here?
And Hulk Hogan not played a very big part of this, because number one, well, he is the poster boy of WWE. It's hard to ignore him. And number two, in a talk segment in the Arsenio Hall show, Hulk Hogan was asked about this, and during his segment, he mentioned that he went through the sports therapy route, and in his own verbiage, he said that he used a synthetic hormone, which is a form of the steroid. So after saying that word out
you done
loud,
fucked up.
yeah, that really fucked things up.
Yeah, it's not the fact that he was caught doing it, it's the fact that he wasn't even trying to defend himself and outright stated it. And okay, it's theater, let's be honest. Many of those guys are probably doing something or other besides working their ass off. But the point is theater. You gotta play the part. And ironically enough, people did not appreciate the honesty.
No, they didn't. Also, a casual reminder to our viewers, folks, do not take anabolic steroids. Steroids is not good for you.
They will shrink your balls and take your dick.
It's true. Like PCP all the way, kids. Anyway.
Exactly. Like a real man.
Let me see here. I want to take a look at the rest of the chat here. Hogan is... yeah, thank you, Ulysses. Thank you for that. Ulysses Fartknocker, you got that right. Hulk Hogan is also responsible for ratting out Jesse Ventura to Vince McMahon for trying to start a union for wrestlers. Hogan made the industry worse because of that.
Yeah, okay. What was the name of that metal band that basically fucked everybody up because they introduced the copyright things to music? I forgot their name.
Metallica.
But yeah, Hulk Hogan is the Metallica of wrestling. Once upon a time, he was loved, respected, and admired. And then he opened his mouth and revealed to everybody that he was only looking out for himself. And that means that he was perfectly fine with throwing everybody under the bus as long as it made him look better, which conveniently only made him look worse.
Oh, you can't imagine.
Yeah. Now, as far as the outcome of the steroid trial goes, I think Juan can help me fill in the rest of it because there was a part where Hulk Hogan did testify against WWE, against Vince McMahon.
Yeah, he was basically compelled to testify, and in his testimony, he was compelled to speak about like how yes, he took steroids, but no, they weren't directly provided by Vince McMahon, all this stuff. But yeah, no, Vince McMahon didn't stop wrestlers from trying to get steroids, or he didn't discourage them and shit. Basically adding more fuel to the fire and basically getting it so that Vince got in deeper trouble with the government as part of his of Hogan's testimony. Inevitably, though, the actual charges that were brought against Vince McMahon and World Wrestling Federation at that time were dropped, and he was acquitted, and that was dropped and taken over from there. But that was obviously a hard pill to swallow for both of those men, and it took Hogan and
like the steroids.
Oh god, it was a harder pill, dude. It was a harder pill to swallow for the fans. Like, imagine having to tell your child that Hulk Hogan's muscles were just fake and pumped full of steroids.
It was fake and gay, derogatory.
How? God damn it, Angel. And yes, Robert from True Crime Podcast, Bo Dallas has been repackaged as part of the Wyatt Six. He's now taking up the mantle from his deceased brother, Bray Wyatt. Now, Jose, what other controversies has Mr. Bollea, not Hulk Hogan, the great American hero who body slammed Andre the Giant and single-handedly won the Cold War for us? No, we're talking about Terry Bollea. What other shit did Terry Bollea get himself into?
You did highlight a little bit about his children. Terry Bollea did have a very, shall I say, tumultuous relationship. Not only with his family. A lot of his conflicts were with his ex-wife, Linda Bollea. And and some of it was highlighted in I kid you not, there used to be a reality show on VH1 called Hogan Knows Best.
Oh god, I remember that.
What?
Yeah,
you didn't know this, girls?
Oh yeah, he got it back during those times. Reality TV was really big, and everybody wanted to get into reality TV, for better or worse.
In the mid-2000s, like in 2005, VH1 launched Hogan Knows Best, a reality show that focuses on Hulk Hogan and his family. And it went on for, I believe, 4 or 5 seasons before they canceled it. 3 seasons before they canceled it. Yeah. And then in the later episodes, in the later seasons, we got to see a bit of the cracks in the relationship between Hulk Hogan and at the time, his wife.
Oh, that was crack, all right. It was the late 90s. Everybody was taking crack.
Angel, this was 2005.
Oh, it was the early odds. Everybody was taking crack.
Angel, you're clean, aren't you?
I did took a shower 5 minutes ago.
Anyways, but But yeah, we got to see a little bit of the cracks. Like their fightings and arguments were on full display for everybody to watch. And there was also and we also saw a lot of like toxic behavior amongst the entire family. Like their overprotective behavior against Brooke Hogan and being in control of.
It's just one guy being overprotective, and it's Hogan.
Right. Yeah, Hulk Hogan being overprotective over Brooke Hogan and being in charge of her bodily autonomy, and Nick Hogan getting a lot of slack and getting away with shit that he never learned.
Of course.
No. There is one episode I want to talk about, and I've had this argument with Juan. There was an episode on season 2 called what's it called? Nick's Growing Pains, where Nick Hogan got in trouble with the law got in trouble and came home late, and he went to traffic school to try and get a learner's permit, and they showed him videos of the dangers of getting into car accidents, of drunk driving and all that stuff, and speeding and everything. And then a year later, after that episode was aired, Nick Hogan, along with one of his buddies, gets into a car wreck by his own doing, and he gets in trouble with the law.
Hey man, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't teach you how to drive, or something like that.
They showed a whole fucking episode of him learning these lessons, and he didn't care.
And that ended up with Nick Hogan getting his friend that he was freaking drag racing in the middle of the streets of where is it? Just south of Clearwater? Or where?
Yes.
Let's see here. Yeah, car accident. I'm trying to find out his friend's name over here. Fuck. Poor bastard.
I forgot his name, but that fucking pissed me off.
Michael Graziano. Mike Graziano, that's his name.
Mike Graziano. Thank you.
There are some skeletons that are meant to stay in the closet, pardon the pun, in the sense that there is a reason people don't want to know about other people's private lives, mainly because these are actors, and like actors, we are not supposed to care that much about their life and existence, and by revealing so much of himself, he basically took away any and all illusion. Now, gentlemen, I would like to play devil's advocate for a moment. To not bring up the porn video.
For just a second. Go right ahead.
I would like us to not bring it up specifically because unlike everything else that Hogan has done, that specific instance was done without his knowledge and consent. Yes, what he said was repugnant, but that was still something that he said in a private setting, and by that logic, I should be in jail too. So I would like us to not use that one as evidence because everything else that came before and after that was just as, if not worse.
While I understand where you're coming from, Angel, at the same time, it's unfortunately part of his rap, man, and people will remember it for it.
Oh, I know. I expect them to, but it's the one thing that I cannot hold against him yet because it still was something that he never consented to. That was still a violation of his privacy, and even the most repugnant of individuals deserves that much. At least I believe so.
Also, because you mentioned it, we have to talk about it.
Oh, anyway, well, never mind. I take it all back. Let's talk about the porn video.
Okay, so fast forward to 2015, Hulk Hogan was caught in another controversy. This time, he was outed by two sources. One, by his former best friend, Bubba the Love Sponge, who I don't know if the older people in Tampa, Florida will remember his name, but Bubba the Love Sponge used to be part of 98 Rock.
Oh, dear God. Core memory unlocked.
Yeah, and Hulk Hogan was also outed by a news site called Gawker because Hulk Hogan Hulk Hogan was involved in a sex tape, but the sex tape itself was not the scandal. It was that was just tape,
part of the scandal.
That was a part of the scandal, but it wasn't the scandal. It wasn't the problem that people were pointing to. The problem that people were pointing to was during the video, Hogan uttered a racial diatribe.
You
can't just say it. He was just saying the N-word.
Yeah, it wasn't. You gotta. You guys are playing it too nice with the word, with the phrasing here. Is that? Oh,
and it wasn't even like N like they do in the Boondocks. My man was dropping the hard R.
He was hard R-ing left, right, and center. And he was doing this Basically because this sex tape was apparently something that was arranged between Bubba the Love Sponge and Bubba's wife. Basically, they had been talking with Hulk Hogan with Terry of hey, did you want to have sex with my wife or whatever? Like, sure, brother, let's go ahead. Then I'll go in there, brother, and rock our world, brother. And apparently they had a hidden camera in the room that Hogan didn't know about. Hence, Angel's desire for wanting to keep remind folks that was done without his knowledge or consent. But the entire time, apparently, before they got to getting it on, or was it after? I don't know.
That's when Hulk Hogan went on his rant to drop the N-word because he was upset about Brooke Hogan at the time dating a black guy.
Yeah.
He went so out of nowhere, too. And see, the part of what you're thinking about is, when you think about it carefully, if somebody from work shows up and tells you, hey, bro, you want to fuck my wife, you should immediately assume that something bad's about to happen.
Oh, no, Angel. This was apparently something that they'd been talking about for some time before Terry and Bubba decided to go ahead and pull the trigger on it and actually make the arrangements for them.
Well, they pulled the trigger, all right, because somebody might as well have gotten shot by how badly that went out.
For real. Now,
all right, but here's where things get really, really fucking off the wall. Like Juan, Angel, Ziana Rose, and Dragonfang, y'all better listen to this because Hulk Hogan was then taken to court. Now, a couple of things.
He wasn't taken to court. He took Gawker Media to court.
Right, he took Gawker Media to court, and he defended himself, saying that he was saying all these things as Hulk Hogan the character. And not as Terry Bollea the person.
That was the defense he was trying to use?
The greatest heel turn of all time.
He also apologized, but he apologized for uttering the N-word, but he also added a caveat saying that he earned the N-word card because he grew up in a black neighborhood in Florida.
The most non-apology ever apologied in the history of non-apologies.
Ladies, you seem shocked. Zayana, you seem stunned.
That is absolutely terrible.
It was that stupid. Like, the best part is, once again, the case of we could have avoided all this comes up. Like, if he had apologized, okay, yeah, his reputation would have still taken a hit. But at least if he had apologized, it would have been an effort to pretend that he was trying. But the fact that he first tried to go, no, brother, I'm actually doing it in character. And then he goes, I am very sorry. And then he goes, no, actually, it's because I grew up surrounded by ningens. Like... No. It's like a 3-point landing and every single part breaks your legs.
Dear fucking God, it's ridiculous. And what's more, like, the argument that Hulk Hogan's fucking lawyers were saying was that, like, releasing the sex tape has no journalistic value, so it shouldn't have been released at all. I'm like, okay, then and it was totally done without his permission and his consent. So if that's the case, then how can he argue that it wasn't him, Terry Bollea, but the Hulk Hogan character he plays saying the N-word left, right, and center?
This is the best part. Like, genuinely try to have your character take the fall for you. What level of heel is this?
Now, in response to all this, in 2015, WWE completely unpersoned Hulk Hogan. They removed all references to Hulk Hogan, his videos, and everything from 2015, and Hulk Hogan didn't reappear in the company until 2018, 3 years later.
Oof.
He was wiped off of the history books. People were making jokes of, like, that famous match between Ultimate Warrior and The Air. And Ultimate Warrior became double champion.
Hey man, say what you will about Cena, but at least he shows up even if you can't see him. Hogan got Thanos snapped out of existence. He became Hulksona non grata.
He got pretty much the Chris Benoit treatment.
Yeah.
I'd go into Chris Benoit, but that's
delete.
No, that's a whole nother story. And what do you call it? Who the fuck is Bubba the Love Sponge? Sarah Serendi? Bubba the Love Sponge was a dude down here in Florida who he thinks he's Howard Stern. There.
Ah,
He's
one
just
of those.
he's just a low rent version of Howard Stern. And
that's already pretty low rent considering that Howard Stern is kind of a fucking sleaze.
true. Like, let me put it this way. What's his face? Bubba the Love Sponge's biggest thing was that he was going to have a pig roast barbecue outside of the radio station with a live pig that they were going to slaughter right there in the middle of the parking lot with a slaughterhouse guy taking care of it and everything. I'm like, and people are like, oh, that's animal cruelty. Like, no, it's not. It's literally, dude, it's just a pig, bro. We're just gonna eat it, everybody, bro. And like, okay, on the one hand, I'm not gonna say no to pork. On the other hand, fucking really?
Come on, man. Show some respect
There's
to
a
your
time and a
prey.
place.
Really? Yeah.
Listen, you gotta show respect to your prey. If you're gonna eat them, you could at least offer them the dignity of not turning their death into a spectacle.
Exactly. Just do the the thing that you got to do is like wait and when it was it's like when I discovered the slaughterhouse air pistol that I learned about with guys actually using when it comes to taking care of cows. Like it's literally like it's not like they're being like gutted alive and like head chopped or whatever the same way that Bubba the Love Sponge wanted to do. It's literally like a single a handgun with a giant compressed air hose to it. Poop.
Doesn't hurt to be a little humane to your animals.
Like, right
you
this-
gotta eat them, that's fine, but come on, man. Listen, there's a difference between the slaughterhouse and a snuff film.
And yeah, Bubba the Love Sponge was trying to do a snuff film, and that's what makes him a pig. Anyway,
Exactly. Now, when Hulk Hogan came back to the WWE, he spoke with the
2018.
talent in 2018. He spoke with the talent and the staff backstage. He apologized for what he did, but instead of a denouncement of his own actions, he pretty much cautioned all the people in WWE to watch out for what they say and what they do because cameras are everywhere.
Okay, first off, fair. If you're a famous person, your words can be, taken out of context and people can fuck you up. But Hogan, this doesn't apply to you, my man.
No,
you said the bad thing and you have continuously refused to apologize.
And he was trying to say like, oh, I grew up in a neighborhood around black kids, so I got the N-word pass. Let me tell you something, brother.
No.
There's only one white guy who has blonde hair at the height of his career who has ever universally been granted a lifetime N-word pass. But this motherfucker is so based and so badass that he refuses to actually ever use it.
He could. One day he's gonna do it. Like at the end of his career, he's gonna do it just to say, I did it for the culture.
That man is none other than Detroit's own Eminem.
The only white man who is legally allowed to rap.
Like, the only white man who's legally allowed to rap using the N-word, but he never does because he knows that's not his word.
Listen, if you make rap god, you are allowed to say whatever the fuck you want.
Like, not even what's-his-face, Machine Gun Kelly, who started off as a rapper, he was driven away from rap thanks to Eminem. He was driven away. And now, granted, yes, now he's married to Megan Fox, and the two of them are living his living blood bank's dream because, let's not kid ourselves, how the hell is Megan Fox keeping herself looking this dead sexy these days?
Wait a second.
Machine Gun
You're
Kelly
telling me
looks like he's emaciating and dying.
You're telling me that he got his ass kicked so bad by Eminem that he married the whitest chick in Hollywood. Are you telling me that Eminem hit this man so hard he got gentrified?
Not just gentrified, but also he was claimed by quite possibly an actual real-life living succubus who draws off of the life energy of Machine Gun Kelly to keep herself looking sexy and hot.
So that's how it works. Man, and see, they mocked Elizabeth Bathory when she started doing all those virgin bloodbaths, but turns out she was right after all.
And what's crazy is that, like, obviously the two of them couldn't be happier together. They're very flattered and happy to be with each other, and that's perfectly fine. But you can't tell me that this motherfucker looks like a normal human being. Looks like a normal and healthy human being whenever he's posing with Megan Fox here. I mean, Let me
He's
show
gonna
you.
crumble
no,
to dust
dude,
one day.
Hell no, dude. Take him to Panera Bread or
Give this
someplace.
boy a
Give him, like,
sandwich.
give him
Give him the
sticks and-
Panera Bread lemonade. If he survives that shit, he can survive anything else.
Seriously. This is just driving out the end of the joke over here, ladies. So, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. But at the very least, like, motherfucker's dying. MGK, he's dying inside. But you know what? If
She gave him the suck, and she sucked too hard. And now he's gonna crumble to dust.
And you know what? If he's happy, and if Megan Fox is happy, then I'm happy. Cool, good on them. And so,
You know who isn't
you should be
happy?
thanking Eminem for this.
Who isn't happy, Angel?
Hogan.
Oh yeah, no,
Well,
Hogan.
obviously.
Yeah, I forgot. We have to talk about him now. Do we? Do we have to
Yeah.
keep talking
Well,
about his?
well,
ass?
yeah, because now we have to fast forward to present day, and this is where you come in, Juan.
Oh boy, what did I do?
So then Juan showed up to the hearing when Hulk
Oh
Hogan.
no!
was-
What's that, Jose? We couldn't hear you. Are you muted? Hang on, guys. Something. Angel, you there? Okay. I don't see any issue with the stream.
To the
Yeah. I think.
But I can only.
froze. Oh wait, no. There he
Okay,
is.
Juan froze for a second there. Are you
I
okay?
froze too? Oh shit! I didn't realize I froze.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Juanjo, make
Yeah.
sure that we're not kicked
We
off.
can hear you at all.
I could hear everybody except Juan. Juan just became still for a minute, but looks like he's back to normal.
Yeah, no. Thankfully, no, we're not kicked off. We're all good over here, guys.
Juan accidentally stepped on the time stone and froze for a minute.
It's okay. We
That was
we
weird.
fixed it.
But no,
sorry, go
Juanjo, go ahead and talk about Hulk Hogan and his connection to the 2024 election.
I guess I have to. Fine. Fuck. All right. So, putting it simply, Hulk Hogan. If you guys saw the election coverage at any point this time last year, during the Republican National Convention, Hulk Hogan showed up and basically tore a t-shirt showing the MAGA powers instead of the mega powers of Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage. It was like, oh, Donald Trump and JD Vance, they're the MAGA powers, brother, and MAGA's gonna run wild on all of you, brother. Like, it was just depressing. It's like, okay, Terry Bollea needs a check.
Several checks.
Many checks.
Mhm.
Too many checks. And I guess this is one of those checks that he was fine with taking. So, fucking sure, whatever. Also, Kyle Canada's in the chat. Hey up, Kyle. Welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate you being here. I hope you're doing all right over there, bud.
See, the funniest thing about this entire deal is not the fact that he did it, it's how he did it. Consider the following, if you will. What is the nature of a wrestler? The nature of a wrestler is the spectacle. Both good and bad wrestlers have a job, and the job is to draw in the crowd. When the wrestler shows up, they become the center of attention. They take the spotlight and they make it work for them. That's what we love to see them. That's what we love to see them win or lose. That's how it's supposed to work. However, this is what's important. Everybody keeps forgetting this. The spotlight has to stay in the ring. When you take the spotlight out of the ring and you mix it up with real life, then it becomes an embarrassment. Consider this. Triple H, yeah, he voted for Trump. He has his reasons. Undertaker, yeah, he voted for Trump too. He has his reasons. I'm not going to judge. It's not my place to do so. They voted for their candidate just as I did for the one that I believe was going to win. That's how it goes. However, what is Triple H's real name?
Paul Levesque.
Right, really?
Yes, Paul Levesque.
Okay.
That's his real name.
Paul Michael Levesque voted for Trump. Triple H didn't vote for Trump. What is the Undertaker's real name?
Mark
It
Calloway.
is Mark William Calloway. Mark William Calloway voted for Trump. The Undertaker did not vote for Trump because Triple H stays in the office and the Undertaker stays in the ring. When you take the wrestler out of the ring, you are breaking your own version of kayfabe, and that is unforgivable. It's not your politics. It's the fact that you try to take the spectacle and mix it with the politics. No one likes that shit.
That's actually very
No,
well
you know what?
put.
Angel nailed it. Spot on.
Very well put. Very well said. I am I completely understand and I agree with you on there. And
I miss joining you guys for this shit.
I'm glad.
No, you're good, man. And Angel does break a good point. We wouldn't be this outraged with him if it was only Terry Bollea, the person himself, who endorsed Donald Trump and kept the whole Hulk Hogan shit out of it.
But no, he Hulk Hogan'd up, and he brothered up, and he did 24-inch pythons up, and he tore open the shirt up, brother. He brothered up the brother. He went.
You went full wrestler. You never go full wrestler out of the ring.
I know that we were kind of talking around over here, but ladies, just your input here so far. Your thoughts on what we've got, what we've been laying out for you so far.
Listen, the fact that you keep talking about wrestlers, it just goes in one ear out the other. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, the twins don't understand wrestling because they don't understand Gladiator. They hated Gladiator, you see.
Area.
They hated Russell Crowe. It's a shame, but that's how it is.
Oh my gosh. Angel.
What did Russell Crowe have to do with anything?
Gladiator.
Okay, fair enough. But Xeon Rose and Dragon Fang, your thoughts on everything that we just laid out about Hulk Hogan and all the controversies?
Terry Bollea's controversies,
Terry Bollea's controversies, yeah.
Stupid. Dumb.
Just stupid.
Yeah, stupid and dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, good grief.
We don't have that much for it.
No, it's all right. It's all right. But yeah, this is not a good look. And he and Terry Bollea doubled down on the stupid because
of course they did.
Because in one of our episodes of the Ravens Flock, we covered that Hulk Hogan in one of the rallies over at a bar. I forgot where. It was like nighttime. Hulk Hogan was on the mic. He was promoting his Real American beer, and he was asking up. While he was bagging up, he was asking people like, "Oh, who you want me to drop the leg on? Huh? You want me to drop a leg on there? You want to drop the leg on that? Do you guys want me to drop the leg on Kamala Harris?"
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, purposely getting her name wrong and calling her Kamala, and then
is she Indian? Is she black?
Is she Indian? Well, I've got something to say to that, brother.
Ow! As if okay. First off...
You don't even you failed at racism. How do you do that?
Yeah, no, I remember that. It's literally you are being racist wrong. How do you fuck up being wrong?
I was flabbergasted. Man, you couldn't even get the insult properly? Serious? Oh, come on. There are so many bad jokes you could have made, and you missed the most obvious one. Incredible.
He heard Indian, and it didn't occur to him to think, oh wait, they're referring to her being half
Hindu
Indian from Asia, from South Asia. That Indian, not Native American.
This is what I hear from all the...
It's how the fuck do you the easiest racism joke for Indian, you could have done the fucking Apu voice from The Simpsons. Snake, you come again. Make fun of them that way. But he didn't even get that right.
That's how you know that man is too old for the spotlight. He can't even insult his opponent properly.
God. You want to know what's even worse about all of this, guys? Would you like to know what's even worse?
Tell us.
Okay. Y'all are going to laugh your titties and dicks off. Apparently, Hulk Hogan has been paying attention to how people reacted to him after his appearance on Monday Night Raw. Now, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean with that in this article from ITR Wrestling, Inside the Ropes Wrestling. And yeah, I do agree with you here, Sarah Serenity. At this point, he's doing it for attention because he wants attention and love since he's not getting it at home.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I didn't miss
depressing yet accurate.
Yeah, I didn't miss the pasta. Yay, I didn't miss the pasta mania of the show. Oh my God,
pasta mania, brother.
No, Angel, you don't know. Hulk Hogan.
No, I don't.
No, in the early 90s, Hulk Hogan tried to start a restaurant chain.
I saw that commercial
of Pasta Mania, basically fast food pasta meals.
I'm guessing it didn't go very well on the grounds that you should not use pasta as a fast food ever.
No. The closest you can get these days is Olive Garden.
Yeah, it's for the whole family.
Because when you're there, your family, exactly.
Family.
God almighty. So, get a load of this, guys. On this article from ITR Wrestling, published today and written by Shunak Chakrabarti, the headline...
Chakrabarti, the creator.
Actually, yes, Angel. Chakrabarti, the creator.
Based.
Okay, backstage reaction to heavily booed Hulk Hogan segment at WWE Raw on Netflix. Okay, y'all gotta love this shit. Amidst several other legendary appearances on the 6th January Raw episode, fans witnessed the Real American make his WWE return. Appearing in front of a heavily booing Los Angeles crowd, Hogan proceeded to pump his beer company. Yeah, he was using that his promo time as like, oh, hey, I've got, like, you know something here, pals? You know something, dudes? I used to have so many legendary different tag partners in my day. I tag teamed with the Ultimate Warrior. I tag teamed with Macho Man Randy Savage. I tag teamed with Andre the Giant. But right now, my greatest tag team partner is my new beer brand, Real American Beer.
You know, it's perfectly fitting that he's promoting his own product, because only this man could be so egocentric that he would tag team with himself.
Kinda, yeah. It was his half-assed attempt to say, like, and you know what? The WWE now has the greatest tag team partner of all time in Netflix, brother. So this is what you're gonna do when Netflix run wild on you, blah, blah. That shit. Like, he was trying to take his plug and blend it into actually making it about the show instead of anything involving himself. So fucking wild.
Yeah.
Now,
the fact that he's still repeating the same catchphrase after all this time means that he never really moved on. The gimmick never, went any further than this. Because if that is not a sign of, bro, just quit now, bro. Just hang up the cape and leave. You can't even live with dignity, so just leave.
It's depressing. It is so depressing. And I'm actually gonna pull it down over here. Let's see. The segment has now gone viral on social media, with several top media outlets covering the phenomenon. While the Stamford-based promotion expected a mixed reaction for the Hulkster, it was the opposite scenario. It wasn't mixed. There was no, some people cheering and some people... No, it was flat out, fuck you, buddy.
It was mixed the same way my crap mixed with toilet water. It was brown, it was unpleasant, nobody wanted to see it, and the smell lasted for a week.
Like, even in the aftermath of the segment, even comedian Gabriel Iglesias, who was present on Raw...
Gabriel was there, I forgot.
Yeah, Fluffy was there. Soon after, another report detailed WWE's plans for Hulk Hogan after the catastrophic reaction. A recent report by Fightful Select is now out, updating the promotion's backstage reaction to the entirety of it. Sean Rossap of Fightful Select notes that Hogan was planned for multiple appearances tied to the partnership. It further states that several WWE sources were not happy with how Hogan's booing segment became a public talking point. Several in the promotion even suspected Hulk Hogan to be received with boos before his appearance. The Hall of Famer was surprised and disappointed at the reaction, but reportedly brushed it away backstage. While several people online suggested Hogan embrace his heel NWO side, a source claimed that it would not have been the original plan, and they believe the Stanford-based promotion would, quote, consider the context in which he is used moving forward. Like,
translation, get this motherfucker away from here. He's box office poison.
This guy's a fucking atom bomb of depraved fucking manic-sized motherfucking trouble that we don't need for our PR. All right?
This is a damage to the he is literally bad for the brand. So yeah, we're not gonna see him there. And okay, it's 11:30, so unfortunately this is the part where I gotta cut my part short. May I drop my final words before I go?
You know what? Sure, yeah. Go ahead, Angel, and then let us know what we can expect on Saturday's upcoming episode of Los Amigos Play as well. Well, Zayan and Dragon
Saturday
that as well. But first, your final
thoughts.
Going.
Well, first off, we're going to France.
Oh my!
To begin with, I must let you know this part. This is an unsalvageable situation, and as usual, it's because the man himself made it that way. because he made the character his entire character. There is no person underneath the idea of Hulk Hogan. There is only a Hulk Hogan. It's okay, how do I put this? Give me one moment here.
You're trying to find the right words, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the word. Okay, so
it's hard to separate reality from fiction.
There is an idea of Hulk Hogan, some kind of abstraction, but there is no real him. Only an entity now, something illusory. And though he can hide his drugged-out gaze, and you can shake his leathery hand and feel flesh gripping yours, and maybe you can even sense that his lifestyle is probably comparable, he is simply not there. It's hard to me to make sense on any given level. He himself is fabricated. He has become a non-contingency of a human being, so his personality has become all that is Hogan. Is sketchy on form. He's a heartless that goes deep and persistence. His conscience, the pity, the hopes, they are gone a long time ago, probably in the ring, if they ever exist. Because he took the wrestler out of the ring, there are no more barriers to cross. All he has in common with the uncontrollable and the insane and the vicious and the evil and all the ways that he's destroyed his own reputation is that he's just going to surpass it. And still, though, he holds on to one single truth, is that there is no more him, there is only Hogan. Each model of human behavior must be assumed to have some validity, right? So, because of the mistakes that he made, and the fact that he dragged himself to the broken glass that he laid on the floor, nobody can take him seriously. Because as I said before, even the greatest wrestler becomes just a person when they step out of the ring. When CM Punk gets out of that locker and goes to his home, to his wife and his kids and his beautiful dog, he is no longer CM Punk, the best in the world. He's just...
Phil Brooks.
Bill Brooks.
He doesn't have kids, though, but he does have Larry, his ugly, beautiful dog.
The point is, when he goes home to his beautiful dog, he's just Bill. And when he gets out in the morning and he says hi to his neighbor, he's just Bill. Hello, Bill. Hey, Tom, how's it going?
It's Phil. Philip.
Phil. Yeah, like the Philly cheesesteaks. The point is, when Phil is at his house, when Phil is in his home, when Phil goes out for a walk or hangs out with his friends or goes to a bar or like jumps on a beach, he's just Phil. To his friends, his family, his acquaintances, he's Phil. When he's in the ring, he's CM Punk, one of the greatest in the world, but he knows when CM Punk ends and when Phil begins. Hogan never learned that lesson. And just like I never learned to stop mixing metaphors from American Psycho into this paragraph that I just told you right now, he's stuck in that place. He's not getting away. There has been no reason for him to tell you any of this. His confession has meant nothing.
God damn.
Damn, and I thought I was a fan of American Psycho.
It's a damn good book. You guys should read it. But, I apologize. Now, I took a minute to say that, but I'd like to take one more minute to ask our beloved viewers to join us on Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another wonderful episode of Los Amigos Play. After a long and difficult journey, we have completed the epic quest of Shadow the Hedgehog with the hands of Mr. Jose Casabona, the controller. For the next journey, however, it is time to try something different. We tried stealth, we tried action, we tried speed. Now we're going to try a bit of horror because at the hand of the lovely Miss Sienna Rose, she'll be holding the controller as we'll begin the journey of A Plague's Tale: Innocence. Please make sure to join us there on YouTube and Kick. And as usual, I sincerely hope that you enjoy watching our shenanigans as much as we enjoy performing for you. The only difference is, when I get off the ring, I'm still me, but I'm not dropping the N-word everywhere.
No, we figured that part out a long time ago.
All right, everybody. Thank you kindly for giving me the time to join. I apologize if it took me this long to come in. For the next few weeks, work has me a little busier than usual. First month of the year and all that. But I will, of course, do my best to join you next time if I'm able to.
Yeah, no problem, man. We appreciate you being with us.
For the love of God. For fuck's sake, man.
I hope you're not afraid of rats, Angel.
I killed enough. I can survive a few more. Thank you so much, all of you. Love you all for your time and patience. I'll be seeing you in the future. Peace!
All right, check you later, Angel.
Oh, God, I'm getting too old for this shit.
You'll be all right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
He's fine. He's fine.
Angel does bring up a good point. Like, Hulk Hogan, like, there's no separation between the character and the person. Terry Bollea, Hulk Hogan, like, they are one person. Like there's no separation. Like Angel said.
What
do you think, Juan?
No, he got it. He hit the nail right on the head. Like there really is no line of delineation for him anymore because of how deeply entrenched he's got to make himself. And truthfully, he kind of brought it down on himself, in a way, because all this stems from something very important that we hadn't that we'd almost forgotten over here. When Hulk Hogan got divorced, he still had to pay alimony to Linda Hogan, and at this point Hulk Hogan doesn't have the kind of money that he needed in order to actually be able to take care of his financial obligations. So that ended up with them being divorced there, and he had to give her 70% of his money. Because
my goodness.
Yeah. No, it was maddening. But it's even weirder now because like, think about it. If that just means that Hulk Hogan has to go back to work now. What's the only work he knows how to do? Being Hulk Hogan. So he shucked himself into trying to make a Hogan's Beach Shop over in Orlando and in Clearwater, and the guy running it is a maniac. Hulk Hogan got himself set up with a new deal to sell beer, and that beer it's apparently, I don't know, I haven't tasted it, I don't drink crap, but what do you call it? From there, it's also like him getting himself set up with his old buddies at WWE to try to get whatever appearances he can out of them. So you better believe he's charging them out the wazoo, basically because he's got no other choice.
But yeah, knowing all these controversies, knowing what we know about Terry Bollea / Hulk Hogan, like, yeah, no. It's not hard to see why the fans of Los Angeles booed the hell out of him. It's all the above.
What the hell?
Oh, did it freeze? Did it freeze?
No, it didn't freeze.
No, we heard
hearing
something
your
in the background
over there. Whatever you guys
your
are watching.
background. Like, do you have a TV on?
It wasn't really that loud before. It's good now.
I got no clue what it is, but we heard it.
That was very weird. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're okay. Like, basically, folks are like, we're even trying to tell what's his face, Hulk Hogan, that since he's being booed because of him being either racist or MAGA or whatever the fuck else, they're actually trying to say, oh well, why don't you go and use your bad guy persona as Hollywood Hulk Hogan, his NWO version of himself when he was a villain, and lean into the fact that people are booing him.
No,
that's not gonna work this time. That's not going to work this time. You see, here's the thing. Jose, explain the difference between heel heat and the kind of heat Hulk Hogan has. The kind of...
Oh my God.
Okay, explain it. Explain it to us. Explain like we have no idea what the fuck wrestling terminology is. Use the most normal fucking English language words you can. Go.
Okay, I'm going to do my best, but Juan, you're going to have to help me. Heel heat is pretty much like standard villain heat. Like, the character is a bad guy, but he's still popular in his own way because he knows how to get the fans reacting. He knows exactly what to do.
He knows what to say. He
knows what to say. He knows how to present himself. He knows how to push their buttons. The heat that Hulk Hogan is getting is pretty much go away heat. Get the fuck off our TV screens. He was, like I said, he was booed unanimously. As soon as he showed up, the fans reacted accordingly.
It's not, oh, hey, we're booing you because we don't like your character and we want to see you get your ass kicked. It's, we're booing you because we don't want you here. You do not get to be here. You're not welcome. Go the fuck away. We are done with you. That's the kind of heat that he's got. And it's even worse because when you mentioned, Jose, how in 2018, when he returned to WWE, how he was made to apologize to everyone, but he made it as a dumb half-ass apology because he doesn't know how to take accountability for himself. Apparently, that was him trying like crazy to try to like especially apologize to every black wrestler in the WWE who was in the roster there. He was made to shake their hands. He was made to apologize to them specifically, and that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen for him. Nuh-uh, not this time. Because there's literally no one is excusing him for this shit. So it like the whole idea of why doesn't he just use that as a villainous role to hype up a bad guy character in WWE? Nah, that's not the kind of shit you want to do. Not this time.
Actually, Wancho, I'm going to send you a link over here because this one, okay, forewarning one, this link, this source, I want you to take it with a grain of salt. And this, tell me if you can read between the lines of this article right here. This is an article provided by dailymail.co.uk. And you can share it with the folks too. The headline reads, revealed Hulk Hogan's backstage reaction to getting booed at WWE's Netflix debut in Los Angeles. This, like the way it's summarized, like tell me if you could read it between the lines, okay, Juan? Because I'm gonna read it off, and you stop me at any point, okay?
Yeah, I'm trying to actually get it pulled up over here.
Yeah, by all means. Just let me know when I can get started.
All right, give me a second. Wow, shit's lagging over here. I don't know why. Oh, it's probably that. The fucking our computer's being slow. So go figure.
All right.
You go ahead and go ahead and read the article, Jose. I'll try to get it pulled up once I get all this shit running here.
All right.
There we go.
So again, folks, take it with a pinch of salt. I'm going to read the last 3 paragraphs of this article where it says here, a source exclusively told us, did Hulk think he was going to be cheered? Especially bringing out Jimmy Hart, who everyone likes, and who was also waving an American flag at the time? That is a resounding yes. So, when he came out, got booed, and then went back to the back after his promo, he was instantly disappointed that the fans turned on him, but he wasn't pissed. Had it not been for him being there to promote his beer, he would have leaned into it a little more, but he just had to get through the promotion of it all. But after thinking about it, a few good things came out of it.
What good things?
What are the good things?
What fucking good things is he talking about? Who the fuck said that?
This is an article, but this is written up by Russ Weekland on, and it was updated today. It was updated today, January 8th. Oh my God.
Yeah, but what good things came out of this? Out of him being booed? Jose, you're the fucking expert of wrestling in the team here. What the fuck was a good thing that came out of it?
Out of the segment with Hulk Hogan?
Yes, please.
Nothing good came out of it.
Okay, the article actually continues below, Jose. It continues beyond what you were trying to say. That's just the first couple of bits.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I got this.
The fact that he was booed, everyone talked about it.
The fact that he was booed, everyone talked about it, and he's been in the wrestling business long enough to know that even a bad reaction goes a long way, because if they aren't cheering for you or aren't booing you, then they don't care at all. This has actually been a great promotion for his beer. And as quickly as he was disappointed, he thought about it a little more and is actually excited by how it turned out. Hulk is a businessman, and he's going to take advantage of the fans' reactions all the way to the bank.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, let me go ahead and skip ahead here. Let's see here. Hogan was chucked out of the WWE in 20. Yeah. We already talked about that shit. Oh God, no! Hang on a minute. Yeah. No. I'm not even gonna read that part.
Which part?
No, about what happened in 2015, because we already talked about that crap. Yeah, we're not going to get into that.
Published by National Enquirer, Hogan said, "I guess we're all little racers," and used the N-word while referring to his daughter's love life, and included him repeating the phrase "effing N-words" several times. So he wasn't just saying it one time. He wasn't just saying it multiple times. Like effing N-words, effing N-words, effing N-words. Good fucking God. Let me see here. Yeah. And apparently he told what's-her-face in that video, and it's all here in this exact same article, Hogan told Heather Clem, that's the name of Bubba Love Sponge's wife, on there, I don't know if Brooke was fucking the black guy's son. I mean, I don't have double standards. I mean, I am a racist to a fucking point, effing the fucking N-words. But then when it comes to nice people and shit and whatever, he continued, I mean, I'd rather, if she was going to fuck some N-word, I'd rather have her marry an 8-foot-tall N-word worth $100 million like a basketball player. I guess we're all a little racist. Fucking N-words.
Oh, God, it's so embarrassing.
Those are quotes of his.
I know, but you can tell the direction that this article was going by the stuff I read, right?
Yeah, he was trying to see, like, oh, if he knew this was going to happen, he would have leaned into it. But he's just like, okay, I'm just going to grit my teeth and finish this shit and get on with it. But even that wasn't enough for him. But he wasn't ready for it at all. So, go fucking figure.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, yeah, God, this was such a horrible... This was such a horrible, spectacular misfire.
It's cringe.
Very much so. Very much cringe.
Like, again, the fact that Sis and I don't even watch wrestling, we still know about him because, you know, he has the shop on Clearwater. So it's like, yeah. We saw him outside his shop before. Yeah. But yeah, that's just the fact that everyone was booing at him is like, ooh, buddy. Oh no. Like, what did you do to make it this bad?
Oh my God. Oh, goodness gracious. But it's just I mean, he is a grown man. He's responsible for his own actions between the steroid scandals, his tumultuous marriage, his relationship with his children, his scandal in 2015, and his involvement in Trump's election campaign last year. Like, all these added up, but ultimately, like, yeah, no, it's hard to ignore the reasons why, and you know, ultimately, it all sums up that, like, Hulk Hogan, for all of his pomp and braggadociousness and all that shit that he's done, he's a really terrible person.
He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
It's not just being a terrible person. He's just a fucking idiot. I'm sure, like, I am certain that if you got to meet the guy and got to make friends with him, I'm certain that he would be very cordial and he would be a very nice person to speak to and a very nice guy, and maybe like, oh, hey, well, let me pick up your lunch bill over here. It's on me, brother. You guys go ahead and chow down. Like, I am certain he would be very nice like that. However, when I believe the old saying goes, when someone shows you who they really are the first time, believe them. And unfortunately, Hulk Hogan showed a side of himself that reveals an element of who he is. Now, whether or not that was meant to be released to the public, that's another problem. And of course, I don't believe in people getting doxxed or getting revenge porn leaked or anything like that. I don't believe in that shit. That being said, it was made a whole case of it. He was trying to have it both ways when he was trying to defend himself on it. He ended up getting Gawker Media torn down. He ended up winning the lawsuit. He won the court case. But the damage is already done. Ain't no putting that toothpaste back in the tube. Like, folks see, like, okay, well, if this is how you feel about effing N-words left, right, and center, huh? then why should let's see. Who are some black guys in WWE who are prominent? Let's see here. Off the top of my head. There's let's see. R-Truth. Who's more of a comedic wrestler. There's there's let's see here. The New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, who are a bad guy tag team act, but still.
Well, let's not forget Big E. Despite not wrestling because of his neck thing, like, he's still beloved and he's still awesome.
And he's still in WWE as well. Who's another member of the black community?
NXT's Trick Williams.
Right, of course. No, there's somebody a little bit higher on that.
Okay.
Total.
Yeah.
I'm thinking a little bit more grounded, somebody a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Electrifying, a little more rock solid.
I know who you're talking about. You're talking about the WWE Hall of Famer Booker T.
I will smack you. No,
I'm joking.
Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, who's not only one of the biggest wrestlers to come out of the WWE since Hulk Hogan, he's currently on the board of directors of TKO Holdings. He is one of the actual people in charge of the WWE now. So, I'm pretty sure, like, Dwayne would be fine with doing business with Hulk Hogan at any time, but I'm pretty sure at the same time that he wouldn't just let that shit just slide on by.
You are absolutely correct. And based on what we've seen publicly with Hulk Hogan when it comes to the WWE, the one thing that we've noticed, and that's that he hasn't done, is that he has not mixed in his politics with wrestling. We have not seen
that's exactly what he did when he went to. Weren't you listening when Angel said?
No. Listen to me. Yeah, he did that shit with the whole Trumpomania crap, but he never mentioned any of that when he was in WWE programming.
That's not even the case, Jose. He took the character of Hulk Hogan, which is synonymous with WWE and wrestling, and he put it behind the Donald Trump campaign. It's like, fuck, buddy. There's no recorking that. He already fucked up, and he did mix the business on that, Jose. That's exactly what Angel was trying to say.
All right, fair enough. But even then, I don't think that The Rock is gonna like look at Hulk Hogan twice about this shit. I don't know, man.
Jose, you're trying to give Hulk Hogan too much credit. This is a nice way of saying it. You're giving him too much credit. Hulk Hogan's a businessman first and foremost. And his business is always him. It's always him. He's the one thing that he cares about more than anything else. And also, someone, Johnny, in the chat. Johnny with just one N. So Jony. Jony is... Yep, welcome to the Black Files. We appreciate you being here. Well, let me tell you something, brother. I'm going to WrestleMania to face Cody Rhodes for the belt, brother. He's got too many lies to count. You're right. Hulk Hogan made up so many fucking stories about himself. It's fucking hysterical. And also, Tam is in the chat. Shamanistic Unicorn Tam, thank you for being here. Welcome to the Black Files. Jose, can you think of a couple of the mythical lies of Hulk Hogan that he's said to promote himself and to show off and all this shit that he's claimed over the years?
Oh yeah, that apparently he knows how to play bass guitar.
No, that's something he does know. What he also tries to say is that he was asked to be part of Metallica because he was a bass player.
What?
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember that.
Let's see. Also, there is let me see here. There's one where he said that apparently Elvis Presley was a big Hulkamaniac. Elvis Presley was already dead when Hulk Hogan started wrestling.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What else has he said? He's said stuff around said something along the lines of saying that he got a black eye from a speeding jet ski, when in reality it was because he got into a fight with Randy Savage. So.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah. I remember. Oh my God. Yeah.
Let's see here. What else has he said? What else has he said in the past? Let's see here. He's over here trying to say that that he claimed that that he was with Kerry Von Erich before Kerry Von Erich passed away. The Von Erich family, they're the ones that they had a movie made of them last year called Iron Claw about the Von Erich boys. And Kerry Von Erich was the oldest, and he passed away in 1993. And Hulk Hogan was saying, "Oh, I was with him on the day he was passed away. It was so tragic." He was nowhere near the guy, in reality. Let's see. He also said that Mike Tyson was scared to fight him in a boxing match. Fucking yeah, right. What else has he said, Jose?
Honestly, you seem to know more about his lies than I do. I don't know what else he said.
Okay, here's one over here, and you're gonna love this one. He said that before he started wrestling, that he was a pride fighter in 1977. The problem is pride fighting wasn't established until 1997.
Pride fighting.
Yeah, this guy will come up with some of the dumbest shit to try to hype himself up.
Of course he does. Of course he will.
So, like, how are we gonna believe him on anything? Oh yeah, no, there was another thing over here that what do you call it? There's one myth that he said, like, oh, well, there was a wrestling show that he did in 1992 for SummerSlam, which took place in London at Wembley Stadium in London, England.
At Wembley Stadium.
And he bragged, there was a little Make-A-Wish kid that I got him front row seat right there for my match at SummerSlam that year. Except he wasn't working for the WWF in 1992 at that point, so he couldn't have been at SummerSlam. So no, you didn't, you fucking liar.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say there is a story to that. And apparently, and I actually had to learn this from Brian Zane, that apparently, and this actually was referenced to one of his songs from Hulk Rules, where there was
Hulk
a song
Hogan wrote music, ladies.
Yeah, all right, listen.
Oh,
there was a song that we really can knock because it was actually dedicated to that one fan that passed away.
Except it didn't exist. Except that fan wasn't real. He made a song calling it a Hulkster in Heaven. How it's so sweet, like, oh, you're a little guy, you're cheering us on in heaven, kid brother. Except he never existed. How the fuck are you gonna write about something? Huh?
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Why do you lie about that?
Motherfucker's a fucking, like, he's a habitual liar, about his own actual legacy and shit. It's hysterical and ridiculous. And, like, so how the fuck are we gonna believe him on anything? If he'll make up these brazen lies about himself, that, oh, he would have been in Metallica, or, or Hollywood didn't want him to have any writing credit because they're too scared of his ability to write good movie scripts. It's such bullshit. Yeah, he was also Mr. Nanny.
No. I even had to Google check it myself recently, and that's fucking low, dude. That is fucking pathetic.
Yeah, it is.
And it's actually funnier over here because Sarah Serenity says that, oh, Hulk said he was dating someone after his divorce, but he was dating his hand. Actually, no, he did date someone. He did marry this person. And apparently he separated from her as well. She was a Scientologist.
Oh. I mean, good on him.
Apparently he was looking to get in on that, but back in 2023. But lo and behold, he divorced that chick, that woman that he was with, and he didn't switch to Scientology. He just doubled down on fundamentalist Christian beliefs, which is what got him so ingratiated to MAGA, I guess. I don't know. But I digress.
The lesser of two evils.
No. Those two evils are fucking ridiculous. But I digress. The point is, Jose, you want to know the dumbest lie that Hulk Hogan has said? Are you ladies ready for this one?
Tell us.
Okay.
Tell us, please tell us.
Hulk Hogan apparently states that he once wrestled for 400 days in a single year.
The math isn't mathing.
Yeah.
Oh my god. He doesn't. Oh my god. Does he? He doesn't have a calendar. What the fuck?
No. There's a way that he got around this. Apparently, this was during a time while he was wrestling in the United States and in Japan. And so his logic was that he had flown back and forth between the U.S. and Japan so many times that he jumped the time zone. So he was in multiple, that he was on the same day multiple times, even though he already experienced full days. And that's how he got to 400 days.
Oh my god.
That is not how it fucking works. Oh my god. Oh.
I'm dying here.
I need a table that I can flip, please, because.
Oh my god.
Did you guys know that there's 400 days in a year? Hi, smart.
Very
Thumbs
smart
up.
guy. So smart.
So smart.
I can't.
I am a genius. Big IQ, big brain. 400 days.
Oh god.
And he even said that how he was it's because I flew back and forth, man. It's because I flew back and forth between the United States and Japan. So I did the same day twice, and I did that 35 times apparently. That's how he got to 400 days. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit.
Jesus, you could write a whole fucking book with the number of lies that Hulk Hogan's made up over the years.
You can. And people have. But the point of all this shit is that Hulk Hogan really doesn't have any sort of integrity to speak of when it comes to trying to own up to any faults. Because as far as he's concerned, Hulk Hogan has no faults. He's perfect. That there's nothing wrong with Hulk Hogan over here. Yeah, we're gonna make you laugh your dinner. Laugh it up, Fuzzball. Laugh it up, Sarah Serendi. Yeah, he was the merch king of the 80s, says Tam Tam. He's been running merch biz game for a while. Vomit, let's see. My boobs have more fans than Hulk Hogan at this point. There's no lie about that, Sarah Serendi. Your boobs do have more fans than Hulk Hogan's boobs. No, the point is, it's not that hard to figure out. Anyone trying to say that it's only because, he's MAGA and he's attacking, they're attacking MAGA because they was in California and they're all a bunch of stupid blue hairs, blue state losers who don't know anything. Nah, buddy. Listen, there's more to Hulk Hogan than his recent foray into MAGAverse. He's been an asshole. Not just in terms of him being racist or anything like that, but also the fact that, over the years, people have been coming out with their, with consistent fucking stories about Hulk Hogan's treatment of people backstage. Like he's cock of the walk, like he's the hottest shit ever. And what's the thing that they gave him in WCW when he was working there? Yeah. Oh yeah, he was
creative control.
Yeah, he was also given full creative control over which matches he wins or loses while he was working at World Championship Wrestling after he left WWE in the 90s. And millions of times, apparently, there was guys like Booker T, there were guys like Sting, like Diamond Dallas Page, who had all actually went and said, like, Hogan would refuse to lose to them. Just because. Like, fucking seriously? Why? Like, you have to serve a higher purpose when it comes to professional wrestling. If you're an older guy, the one of the main functions isn't just to keep yourself on top all the time, no matter how old and how stale and how lame your shit gets. It's also to freaking usher in other wrestlers, other talent, other guys who are on their way up, and like help them build to the next level as well. Because you're not going to be able to hang that way forever, and eventually there's gonna be other guys who are gonna replace you whether you like it or not. And the smartest thing to do in terms of being a company employee would be to help the younger guys along the way up. But Hogan never did that. What was the phrase he would most usually use when it comes to the idea for him being any sort of match where he loses?
That'll work for me, brother.
It's ego. It's just pure plain ego. And so, truthfully, he really brought all this shit down on himself. So, I don't know about y'all, but I've got no sympathy for him. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Terry, Hulk Hogan was our hero. Terry Bollea is an asshole. It's as simple as that. That's how I'm putting it down. I don't know if you guys want to wrap on your end, Zayana, Dragonfang, give your thoughts on all this, or like just a little more than like wow, dumb or whatever. Like, I know
we literally can't roll our eyes enough.
It hurts that bad, don't it?
Yeah, I think I already need replacement for eyes, but now I need like backup case because ow, these eye rollings hurt.
I suggest rolling them backwards, rolling them forward the other way, like where you actually where you roll your eyes like this, almost like you're crossing them, but you're trying to go past the lower eyelids. I don't know if you can see it from here.
Oh my god!
See, that way, if you're going to roll your eyes, if you're rolling them back, roll them forward and see how if that works for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Jose, how about you? I know you have plenty more that you want to say about Hulk Hogan. I know you love doing wrestling talk. Let's go ahead and get you in on this, Jose.
My final thoughts?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, hang on a minute. I'm trying to wait for... Okay, there we go. All right. At the end of the day, like Hulk Hogan's entire public image, his reputation, his legacy is at the point where it's unsalvageable. Between all the controversy, like I said, between all the controversies that he's had a hand in, between his relationship with his own family, which has become embarrassingly public, and just between like just his own general behavior, being an egotistical prick and being a fucking like a prima donna behind a curtain, like behind the scenes, like there's really no defending Hulk Hogan. And the reaction from the fans of Los Angeles on Monday Night Raw, like that's just a sign of like, you know, the consequences to Hulk Hogan's actions, like coming back to bite him. And I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, this is going to continue no matter where he goes. Well, depending where he goes, because there are still some people who will still cheer for Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
But
the
yeah, exactly. Oh man. Oh God almighty. And yeah, no, Hulk and you know something, I think WWE needs to be a little bit more careful with like who like in displaying who they're partners with, because the real American beer it was not a smart thing to do, but whatever. That's on that part's on WWE. But getting back to the subject, like no, like I'm sorry, like there's no there's no saving Hulk Hogan. Like, and like in moments in the business where he could have given back to the people, whether in wrestling or outside of wrestling, like you said, Juan, like he chose to serve himself and his own needs, leaving scorched earth and everywhere he goes.
No kidding, Jose. You couldn't have said it better. Let me see. And Tam Tam in the chat was saying, can you even imagine how progressed our society would be if people actually use this kind of money and power to really be a positive influence? Yeah, wouldn't that be something?
Yep.
That would be something.
And Sarah Serenity was apparently picking out on broccoli, cheese, and rice. So that sounds yummy.
Ooh, that sounds so good.
Cheese,
Nice.
rice, and broccoli. Yeah.
Very good. All right. Now, for tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind, which is every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube Big Cake, join me and my tag partner, Mr. Juan Arauz, where we review three of the most popular pro wrestling programs in North America today: WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. For tomorrow night's edition of Wrestle Rewind, we will stick to the regular format. We'll be reviewing the annual TV special of NXT's New Year's Evil, which was on Tuesday, January 7th, at the Shrine venue in Los Angeles, California, where they had a special appearance by the aforementioned People's Champ himself, The Rock.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson. He went over the time, so they had to cut him off. But we'll get into the rest of that and let you guys know exactly what all he was trying to do and what he was trying to say. We'll fill you all in on that tomorrow night, right?
Exactly. And we'll also fill in on the return of the former AEW World Champion, one of the founders of All Elite Wrestling, the Best Bout Machine himself, Kenny Omega.
Right, the gigantic Final Fantasy nerd. I still need to find a clear video of his new music, because like he went out of the way to work with Nobuo Uematsu and get that one guy to sing for him in it. So yeah, I got to find that opening now, just so I can see how good it may have been.
And, of course, over at TNA Impact, we'll also be talking about the tag team match that was set up last week, where the ECW hardcore legend Rhino will be tag teaming with the Scottish sensation, the prestigious one, Joe Hendry, to take on the teams of Ryan Nemeth and the TNA World Champion, Nick Nemeth. More on that tomorrow night.
All right, I appreciate it, Joe. Thank you guys very much for that. And, yeah, the way I'm putting it down is, like I said earlier, it's, there's no saving Terry Bollea. This is the bed that he lays in, rather, this is the bed he made, and he's got to lay in it the way he made it. And he really did bring all this shit down on himself. So, if he's going to find a way to try to spin this negative into a positive for himself, then I'd be more than happy to see how the hell he manages that. But I really doubt that he managed to actually get that done in a way that was that can be considered productive. Otherwise, he would have been able to he would have been able to not get booed relentlessly out of the fucking building. So yeah, I sincerely doubt that he was able to take these cracked eggs and make them into an omelet. But stranger things have been known to happen. And you better believe that we're going to continue discussing these kind of weird stories in the world of nerd and pop culture right here on this program, the uncensored and uncompromising interview and review podcast of the Ravens Flock, The Black Files, hosted by yours truly, Juan Arauz. Be sure to request access as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe and the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/RavensFlock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/RavensFlockOnline, Kick.com/RavensFlock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell right here on our flagship platform, YouTube.com/RavensFlock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and the Ravens Flock. For Jose Casabon, Angel Mendez, Leon Rose cosplay, Dragon Fan cosplay, I am Juan Arauz. This has been the Black Files, and we